Good morning, class. How have you been? I hope all of you are doing well. Today, we are planning to discuss two concepts and about a very significant structuralist thinker. Now, we'll begin with the concept itself. The first two concepts were proposed by Ferdinand de Saussure himself. The concepts are those of Lang and Perroll. Probably you must have learned it for your UG. Lang and Perroll. So, I'll try to explain it very simply. Lang is nothing but the system or the norms and conventions of language that actually make human comprehension possible. Now imagine that I speak a language of my own without following the social conventions of language, following the grammar or the kind of semiotic system that is out there. How will it sound? I might go and like say that Jikabogobo the Gaba, Digobogabagaba. It make any sense because there is no social consensus about this. There is no system or a semiotic system or a kind of grammar or a structure to it. So it is this grammar or a structure or being part of a semiotic system that makes possible human comprehension of language. So it is this system or these rules and conventions or commonly agreed upon ideas that actually make language possible. So these norms and conventions are called the Lang of any language. But when it comes to the everyday lives of human beings, what happens? Do you see that people going back to those norms and conventions and precisely conversing as per those norms and conventions? But there is a difference. It's called the parole, the everyday interactions or the utterances or the shared human speech, shared human communication, which actually is made possible through the Lang existing out there. It's called the parole. So the normative or the what makes communication possible, the socially accepted normative can be called the Lang, and the everyday usage of everyday aberrations and everyday permutations of these Langs can be called the parole. So that's a very clear concept, right? Now it's a similar idea that Noam Chomsky also introduces by his ideas of competence and performance. Competence is the awareness of language normatives or the conventions of language which makes everyday speech possible, and performance using these ideas of about systems of language which is the everyday usage of language is called the performance. So competence and performance. So these are very simple concepts. Okay. Now next I have to introduce a very significant structuralist thinker to you, a structuralist thinker, but who later on displayed signs of having inclination towards post-structuralist thinking. It's none other than Roland Barthes. Roland Barthes. So he's a very significant figure in literary and cultural studies. Now Barthes' ideas I'll communicate very easily to you. Now Barthes' methodology was very similar to that of the structuralist initially. That is, he will observe cultural and social and literary phenomena. He will read into cultural, social, and literary texts and find out some general patterns which emerge from them. He'll analyze anything. Imagine that there is a boxing match happening. So he'll analyze it like there are always these binaries at conflict, and the underlying ideology beneath the boxing competition is this, underlying patterns are this. So that's a cultural phenomenon. The wrestling competition is a cultural phenomenon. He will analyze it to bring out certain general characteristics, certain general normatives, or certain general principles or trends. Similarly, literary texts also, he will analyze them. But his most significant idea is that of the death of the author. The death of the author. That is, now we may have seen a lot of the times when we analyze literary text, we actually look into the meaning which the author may have intended. What could have the author intended by using these words or the selection of these words? Or what could have the author intended when he says this? That kind of an analysis is commonly seen among literary students and any practitioner of literary studies. But in Roland Barthes' The Death of the Author, Roland Barthes says that once a text is produced, once a literary text is produced, the meaning production or the interpretation is the task of the reader, not there is no going back to the writer. There is no going back and thinking that what the author may have intended, what the plan of the author would have been, but rather, if there is a text available, it is a system of signs. The text is actually a system of interconnected signs, and meaning production is made possible through the interpretation of these signs by the reader. So the reader gets most importance and not the writer. That's again one of the most significant ideas of Roland Barthes. I think you will find a lot of information about Barthes and his ideas on the internet. This is the crux of his argument. But later on, when he became a, not became, but rather there was a kind of transfer of his ideas into the post-structuralist mode. This is a sign. The death of the author is a sign of his inclination towards the post-structuralist thought. So these are the basic ideas about Barthes, and we also discussed Lang and Perrault. Keep these in mind and read up a bit, and you'll know about these a bit deeper. Okay. Have a good day. Thank you.